All right, yabba dabba doo, sports fans. Welcome to Rochester, Michigan, just outside of Detroit for early Friday morning action between your Steel City Selects 14U girls in their home whites with the black and gold trim and the Glenview Stars, who have not yet emerged from their room for this early Friday morning action as part of the CCM World Invite Tournament here in Detroit, Michigan. The weather has turned cooler here in Detroit. It's a balmy 36 degrees early this morning. And we're going to get this game underway. I am 8 feet from the glass, and that's probably a generous measurement. So it's going to be a tight view. We're going to be a lot of swinging today, back and forth, as you can see here. It's a wide swing. There's baby Johnny with Josh and Steph's mom. So it's a wide swing today, lots of movement back and forth to get you the action, but as always, I give you the best view I can, call what I see, tell you what's happening. I'm literally right underneath the live barn camera, and they run the dual live barn setup here, and one of the cameras is missing, so if you're following along on live barn, you're going to get half the view just based on the fact that one of the cameras is missing. So good thing we got a signal here. So there are the Glenview Stars over there to the left. They're going to be in their what they call their third jerseys, which are red with blue and white trim. We'll see them take the ice here. We're going to make a trip to Chicago in early January next year to play them at their home barn. So we'll get a preview of what that's going to look like here at the CCM World Invite in Detroit. So the warm-up puck just started. We got 2:25 to go. I'm going to drop it on mute and come back when the game starts. All right, folks, I've stayed on mute because, as you can hear, they are blaring the music in here, and that's going to crush me on YouTube with the copyrights. So I'm going to talk over it until they drop the puck. We got some young stripes here this morning, at least one of them. Looks like we're going to go with Panetta, Clardy, Sherwood, Kiesel, and Dahlback. It appears to be goaltender Eves in the net. I'll get a sense once she turns, and we are underway. Puck back behind Eves. Dahl picks it up there. Sends it around to the near corner. Stars take it off of Clardy. They're going to battle behind the net. Puck in front. Kiesel throws it to the wall. Panetta. Panetta turns, sends it ahead, too far for Sherwood. Stars are going to regroup. They send it forward. Panetta cuts that off at the red line. Chips it ahead. Sherwood's going to have to go do some work. Stars pick it up, send it back out. Stars, quick change. Out comes Makasenka. In behind the net, Dahl. Selects changing the rest of the line there. They throw it through. Mrazek's out there now with Makasenka and Walkauskas. And that puck's going to drop in behind the net, where the Stars are going to pick it up, send it up the far wall, cut off by Makasenka. They're battling behind the net. Makasenka tried to center for Walkauskas, couldn't get it through. And the Stars are going to come back the other way in a quick burst as Klein's going to push that player to the wall. Walkauskas picks it up behind the net, all the way around near side. She's going to throw it up ahead to Mrazek, too far. It comes out. Stars throw it back in. And that time Klein can't chip it out. They go down the far corner, backhand in behind goaltender Eves, into the near corner. And I forgot the huddle video, so give me some grace while I get that started. Okay, I've got huddle started as we get caught in a change there. And Mrazek's going to chip that ahead as Mrazek falls down. Klein's battling. Now Marshall turns. Marshall backhands it out. It's been a little sloppy early. And puck's in behind the Stars net as Yenny goes and chases it down. She's out there now with Kinger and Stevens. Kinger backhands, sends it in lower. Kinger chips it out. Zivkovic's going to have to go chase it down. And she does, in behind goaltender Eves. Around, can't get it to Yenny. Stars hold. Stevens chops at it, can't get it out. They battle along the wall. Near wall here. And Kinger's going to pick it up near corner. King, take it around the back. She's going to take it up the far side, puts it ahead too far for Stevens, and the Stars are going to gather it in at the red line. Stevens over skates, and there comes King. King down the far side, 3 Stars. Stevens back, King's going to dump it, and it's going to go all the way around to the near corner, where Stevens is going to go do some work. 3 Stars and Stevens. They come out of there with it. It goes around to the far side. Stevens' stick is stuck in the boards, and she's going to the bench. Stripes picked it up for her. We'll see if that one's broken. And Litz with a shot. Comes back out. Zivkovic. Zivkovic sends it ahead. Clardy. Clardy skating, dancing. Panetta couldn't get it on a one-timer. Puck loose. Litz. Litz from the point. Shot knocked down. Puck loose. Panetta can't get there. It's going to come to the point to Zivkovic. Throws it in deeper. Zivkovic, no, Clardy chipped it down the wall. Now the Stars are going to send it back the other way. And Clardy fell down, but we're going to get our first whistle and an icing. And Stevens will get her stick back, and we'll find out if it's broken. She's going to check her out. And the verdict appears to be that it's good. Which is good, because that's it. Oh, she's checking with Michael. She's going to swap it. Michael's checking it. Michael gives it back. It's good. It's a brand new custom stick, so glad that's not broken. Gotta love it when the rinks set it up so that the sticks get stuck in the boards. Makasenka behind the net. Centered. Couldn't get it through to Walkauskas. Kiesel's going to chase that down near side. Throw it all the way around behind. Makasenka over skates. Stars are going to pick that up, and it took another bad bounce out of the corner. I'm a little behind on the clock. I'll get that fixed next break. Kiesel throws it in. Miss near side, comes all the way over to the near wall where Dahl's going to chase it down. Sends it back through neutral ice. It's going to roll all the way down, and that should be. No, they wave it off. So I'm a couple seconds behind. I'll get caught up next break. Up ahead to Walkauskas. She chips it out. Stars. They wave it off this time on a tip. And Stevens back out here with Kinger and Yenny. Stevens can't cut that one off, and here they come up the near wall. King caught that one, sent it in, but Yenny wasn't quite out. and we'll get an offsides on the selects with 9:47 to go in this first period. We're going to come here to the near dot as you can hear that music, and as long as I talk over it, it should fool the copyright routines on YouTube. Kinger's going to step in for this draw. She sends it over to Yenny as Stevens fell down. Girl's pulling her stick out of Stevens is hurt. Girl pulled her stick out of her ribs. She was wincing as that girl kept pulling her stick. We'll see what happens. Klein. I don't know why she keeps finding herself in those situations, but she does. Yenny chipping along the far wall. And now Klein. Klein behind the net. Try to turn it on her forehand. There's a lot of snow already early. This ice must be really dry. And they're battling along the wall. Stars. Marshall knocked that one away. They got a shot saved by Eves. Back to the point. Back in behind the net now, Stars. Klein chops at it. Sends it around for Yenny. Kinger. Kinger's going to do some work. Around for Yenny. Yenny tries to chop at it. Gets it out. And here comes the rush as that line will go to the bench and change. And now the Stars are going to come up the near wall. We're going to get a shot from there. Miss far side. And Zivkovic's going to chop it ahead. Try to get it to Panetta. Zivkovic backhands it. Can't get it out. Here comes the Stars player on a burst. Around everyone. Shoots. Finds the top left corner of that net. Beat Kanachi high, beat Eves high on the blocker side. And it's 1-0 Stars. That girl came in with a burst of speed, got around the defense, and found the top left corner of that net. And I'm going to mute it until we're ready for action. Clardy takes that draw, draws it back to Litz. Litz sends it ahead. And the Stars are going to be offsides. So they'll come back to the dot in front of the selects bench and do it again as there's the music. I knew he couldn't take a break as he blares it again. And Clardy's going to step in to take this draw in front of the selects bench. And there's the draw as Litz sends it ahead. We've got the Stars coming down the far wall. Clardy chips at it to get into the near corner. They're going to get a shot there. Eves is going to direct that to the far corner as Litz battles. Clardy overskates. The Stars player is going to pick that up in the corner. Clardy sent it right in front of the net. Dangerous pass. And the Stars are going to shoot from there, knocked down by Sherwood as Panetta sends it ahead too far for Sherwood. And it's going to go all the way down, and that's going to be an icing. So we'll come back down here for face-off in the near circle. Goaltender Eves left. You're right on the screen as Eves plays with her mask, and I'm going to mute it out, wait for the action. Walkoska steps in, takes that draw, puts it in the corner. Dahl's going to battle there. Now Walkoskis battles. There's 4 players there battling for the puck. It comes up the near wall. Walkoskis picks it up. Mrazek ahead of her. Walkoskis skates around Mrazek. Here she comes up the near wall. Still skating. Drops it off from Mrazek. Can't get it through. Mrazek backhands it down to Walkoskis. They still battle into the corner, and the Stars take it away. Makasenka steps in. They chip it around her, and that's Kiesel battling over there on the wall. Stars still chipping away at it. This time they're going to get it out as Mrazek's going to stop that player, and they're going to send the puck into the near corner. No icing on a tip. Up the wall, not out. Dahl still battling for it. Mrazek now chipping at it, can't get it out. This time it does come out, back to the Stars. They wait for the zone, they regroup. Walkoskis cuts her off. Kiesel stopped the puck, and here comes Walkoskis the other way. Walkoskis dumped it, and Makasenka picks it up. Makasenka up the near wall. She's going to dump it, can't quite get it through as they stop that play. Makasenka chips at it, sends it back the other way. Klein got stepped in front of him, couldn't go collect the puck. So we've got Klein out here now with Stevens and Yenny. Looks like we got to get Kinger out as Marshall picks it up. Marshall skating in a circle here in the near circle. Marshall chips it by Stevens, and it's going to go all the way down. And no, they wave off the icing on a tip. Yenny's going to go dig it out. Yenny can't get it out. She does this time. She centers, comes through everybody, and Kinger couldn't stop that one, and Marshall's going to have to go retreat. Marshall sends it ahead to Yenny. Nice pass. Yenny up the far wall. Yenny shoots in behind the net. Puck loose there where the Stars are going to pick it up. They're going to overskate. Stevens backhands it across to Yenny. Too far. Kinger down low. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Klein. Klein low. Stars pick it up, send it across, and out. As Marshall steps up, they battle right here in front of me. As I told you, I'm 8 feet from the glass. And here come the Stars up the near wall. Stripes in the way. Puck dies, and King's going to go battle along the wall. Stevens tried to block that. It went through her 5-hole. Over into the far corner. Klein. Klein can't chip it out. This time, King. King can't get it out. They're still battling along that wall. Yenny gets it back to neutral ice at least. And I would tell you early in this first period, halfway, 3/4 of the way through, the ice is tipped in favor of the Stars as they come up this near wall. Panetta chops at it, causes that player to miss to the far side. Clarity chips it ahead, but the Stars have just changed defense, and they catch it back deep. Here they come. As Panetta gets shouldered out of the way. They escape by Clarity. Marshall stops, steps in, and stops the puck. Puck comes in lower. Klein chips it to the near corner. Puck in behind the net, now Klein. Klein around the wall, Panetta's there. Panetta chops at it, gets it by one player, can't get it by the other. Klein will chip it ahead, not far enough for an icing. That'll allow the selects to change as Sherwood chases that down. Stars, D to D behind the net. Clarity comes into battle. Now Panetta joins it. Zivkovic at the point, can't hold it. It's going to go all the way down, and we're going to get an icing call with 4:27 to go first period. And I'm going to mute it out to avoid the music problems. Walkoska steps in to take that draw, puts it into the corner where the Stars gathered up and send it around. Makasenka takes it back, loses it to a Star. They send it ahead, and Litz is going to have to hurry. This girl's got some speed. She's closing on Jordy. Litz gathers, turns, sends it ahead. Walkoska stripes in the way. And this time it does come out. They chip it back to the far D, and they send it in. And Zivkovic's going to have to go chase that down in the near corner. She does. She fell down, lost the puck. Walkoskis picks it up, sends it ahead. Mrazek. Mrazek chips it out. The Stars send it in, and they're going to be offsides. With 3:49 first period, we're going to get a wholesale change here. And I'll mute it out again due to the volume. Walkoskis took that draw, pushed it ahead, and the Stars pick it up, send it back the other way. Kiesel chops it ahead to Makasenka. Makasenka backhands it. They wave off the icing. It's going to go all the way down, and with 3:38 to go, Stars will send it around near wall. Odd bounce off the boards, which may favor us. Mrazek backhands it into the corner. Stars pick it up there. Around past Makasenka over to the far side. Kiesel. Kiesel chops it back in behind the net. Makasenka. Makasenka looking for a center. It got tipped. Dahl cheats in, picks it up, sends it down the far wall. Dahl throws it into the center, and Stars don't let that happen. Around behind the net now, Stars player, far corner. She fanned on it. Walkoskis picked it up. This could be an opportunity. Walkoskis turning. Goalie with a save. Stars pick it up far corner. Walkoskis battling with two Stars. Kiesel holds the point. That shot blocked. Mrazek chips it into the near corner, and Makasenka's going to go dig it out. Makasenka throws it through the goal mouth over to the far wall. Kiesel. Kiesel throws it along the ice. Loose puck. It was too deep. Makasenka couldn't get a tip on it. Makasenka centers. Tries to get it into Walkoskis. She got a shot off. It never got through. And here come the Stars the other way. Mrazek steps in front of the player, and they're going to get Elena Mrazek for interference, and she's going to go sit in the bin, and I'll mute it out while they get organized. So Stevens, Yenny, Marshall, and Klein out here on the penalty kill. Shot from the point, missed near side. Into the corner. Marshall. Stevens backhands it. Stevens gets it out. It's going to be a drifter, and Yenny's going to get there first. No icing as Yenny picks it up, backhands it in behind the net, had Stevens streaking, couldn't get it to her. And now they need to hurry back as the Stars come up the far side. Marshall needs to go cut that player off, and she does. Shot high over Eves, hits the glass. Klein backhands it up the wall, where they get a shot in deeper. Klein again. Klein behind the net, reverses, turns. Here comes Peyton Klein. Stevens moves to let her come up the wall. Burst of speed. Here comes Klein. Klein shorthanded. Klein comes in, shoots high over the net, and goes into the far corner where Yenny's going to dig it out. King comes out for Stevens. King with the puck. King skating around one. She's going to lose it along the blue line, which is going to cause us to regroup. 30 seconds left in the interference penalty to Mrazek. Claherty out here with King. King stood up at the blue line and loses the puck. Here come the Stars back the other way. Claherty hurrying up. Shot. Miss. Far side. Klein. Get out of the way, Stripes. Klein sends it back the other way. No icing. 16 seconds in the penalty to Mrazek. Oh, they did call it. I thought he waved it off. We've got a minute 19 to go. 14 seconds left in the penalty to Mrazek. We're going to change and get Panetta out here now with Claherty and Litz and Zivkovic on the back end to kill the rest of this penalty, and I'll be back. Draw there, in on goaltender Eves, and she's going to cover that up. And we're going to get another draw. Same circle, same players, different time on the clock. 1:15, 9 seconds on the interference call to Mrazek as Claherty's going to step in and take this draw. Looks like the Stars are going to change a player here and cause a little bit of a delay and the need to talk over more music. As Claherty steps in, draw, back to the point. Stars there. Cuts it into the center. Panetta throws that to the wall. Penalty over. Sherwood joins the play. Mrazek to the bench. Klein ahead. Can't get it out. This time it is out. There comes Sherwood. Sherwood put it into Claherty. Panetta's going to pick it up on the far side. Panetta up the wall. Panetta skates in. Loses the puck. In behind the net. Still has it. Throws it in front of the goal mouth. Nobody there. Puck loose in front. Stars pick it up. Here they come with 46 to go. Over to the far side. Stars up the far wall. They're going to dump and change. 38 seconds to go in the period. Zivkovic up the wall to Claherty. Claherty going to the near wall. She's going to dump it in behind the net with 28 seconds to go. Stars around the net. Cut off by Klein. Klein turns. Can't get a shot off. Dahl over at the point. 20 seconds to go. Dahl throws it in front. Mrazek couldn't get a stick down. She was there, just didn't have her stick down. Stars behind the net with 10 to go. Makasenko applies some pressure. Turns that player the other way. Now over to the wall. We're just going to hold it there and wait out the period. And that'll do it. We played one. Stars won. Selects nothing. I'll be back for two. Stevens, King, Yenny, Dahl, and Kiesel start this second period. So the puck drifts into the far corner where Stevens is going to dig it out. Now the Stars are going to dig it out. They're going to send it ahead. And they're going to come up the near wall. Kiesel. Oh, they stop. She turns in on Kiesel. Dahl gets there. They chop away at it. It's still loose in front. No shot. It gets blocked. Still loose. Yenny. Yenny comes through neutral ice. Nobody ahead of her. So she's just going to dump it on net and put it into the near corner and go chase it out. As they battle there, King's going to join the fray. And the Stars are going to pick it up, send it the other way. They stop it momentarily. Dahl backhands it down for King. Stevens picks it up. Stevens with a shot. Gets all the way through, misses far side. Stevens again cranks one, misses near side. King throws it in front. Nobody there to pick it up as it comes out past everybody. They wave off the icing on a tip, and Kiesel goes and chases that down behind the net as the rest of the selects change. Turnover, shot on Eves. Another shot on Eves. Puck still loose up to the top of the circles. Didn't see what happened on the turnover there. I had already started to look up ice, and apparently the puck never made it as Sherwood blocks that shot. Dahl far corner, in behind the net. Sends it up ahead to Claherty. Claherty tries to get it ahead to Yenny. Does. Yenny backhands it, doesn't get it by anybody. And that didn't go as far as she wanted. She needed to change. Stars send it in deeper. They come off the wall now. Claherty battling. Stars player falls down. Claherty doesn't get it out. And that goes in behind stripes in the near corner. Kiesel off the wall. Right to a Stars player as Dahl's going to pick it up now. Dahl behind the net, reverses direction up the wall. Panetta chops at it. Can't get it by that Stars player. Sherwood sends it ahead. Bad odd bounce off of the skate. And here comes Claherty 1-on-2. Claherty up the near wall. Claherty does her toe drag, comes through. Claherty finds the right side of that net. Malia Claherty on a nice individual play ties the game. She toe dragged through a Stars player. Made a nice individual play, and I can tell you this song they're playing right now is a YouTube problem, so I'm going to go on mute. All right, so Walkoskis takes that face off. Kylie Mikusenka throws it in deeper. Mrazek goes to work in the corner. For those of you that aren't familiar, the music they play in the arenas could trigger copyright violations with YouTube because all that music is copyrighted, and it causes the videos to get taken down, and then I have to go and do work to edit them. Walkoskis through center ice. Walkoskis over to the far wall. I'll finish that explanation in a minute. Walkoskis behind the net. Mrazek tried to put it through to Mikusenka, couldn't do it. They battle into the corner. Mrazek and Walkoskis battle on a couple of Stars. They throw it around to the far side. Klein cheats way in. Mikusenka covers her. Now down deep. Mrazek overskates. Stars have it. They throw it up the wall. Klein can't hold that point, and Marshall's going to pick it up. So the reason I've got to talk over the music is they run an automatic routine as Marshall comes in. Marshall with a shot. Blocker save. Walkoskis picks it up. Shot. Pad save. Low right. In behind the net now. Stevens battling. Stevens dancing with the puck, turning. Stevens finds Marshall high. Marshall with a shot. Blocker save over to the far side. Yenny throws it on, misses far side. As the Stars pick it up on that side, Marshall dances in to stop it, and they get it by Stevens. Stevens regroups. Stevens, cross ice pass for Yenny, and they're going to be offsides. So I'll talk over the music here during the break. I can't talk over this song. So there's the face-off. They bring it in down the far side. Some copyright holders are more aggressive than others, and that particular song is one of them. So I just mute it out to avoid the issue, because the video will get taken down, and then I need to edit it to fix it, and that takes a day or two, and I know the girls like to watch these games. So I try to be careful of the copyright issues. As King goes up the far side, she can't get the line, and that means I try to talk over it, and I mute it out to avoid the problems, because the fix routine could take 24 to 36 hours, and I know the girls want to watch the games. Stars send it in deeper. So apologies for all the muting, but that's the reason I do it. 9:57. Sherwood takes the draw. Stars come out of there with it. They send it across. Dahl tries to hold, does. Dahl turns, throws it in as Claherty fell down. Now the Stars pick it up. They're going to come back the other way. Claherty steps in, Dahl steps in. They stop the puck. Dahl chips at it. It's in her feet. They go into the near corner. Now behind the net. Dahl in deep. Claherty's going to cover her. Sherwood falls down. Puck loose behind the net. Stars still have it. Continuing to battle back there. Dahl and Sherwood. Dahl down again. Oh, we got some shoving going on now as Dahl falls for the third time. Over to the point. Claherty can't chip it out. Dahl falls down again. They're battling. I think we're going to get a penalty here. We'll see on who. They're going to call it on us, it appears. That battle went on for a while, Dahl and the girl from the Stars, and they finally flagged Dahl on the penalty there. And she's going to go to the bin as Panetta chips it out. Panetta throws it down, no icing. Claherty and Panetta out here on the kill with Marshall and Klein on the back end, it looks like. Marshall's going to cheat up as Panetta holds it on the wall. Claherty comes out of there with it short. Now they're going to battle in the corner. Hey, this is killing the time. We've got 1:08 to go in the penalty. They continue to tie it up here. And here come the Stars the other way. Weak pass, but it got there. They're going to come up the far wall. Klein's going to push that player to the corner, separate her from the puck. She picks it up, bounces it off the wall, sends it back through neutral ice, and it's going to be slow enough that that should wave off the icing as Panetta gets down there. Stars pick it up, take it behind their own net. Walkoskis out here now with Panetta. Walkoskis collides. Marshall needs to wait for them to get out, and she can't, and Walkoskis had fallen down. She couldn't get out, so we're going to get an offsides there. And I'll be back for the draw. Walkoskis takes that draw, pushes it ahead. Here come the Stars the other way. It's going to go into the near corner. Litz is going to go chase it down there. Litz up the wall. Stars pick it up in the corner. Litz is going to dig it. 27 seconds to go. Penalty to Dahl. Litz sends it ahead right to a Star, top of the circle. That Star turns, shoots high over the net into the far corner where the Stars are going to send it in. Zivkovic and Litz now on the back end with Walkoskis and King. They send it back to the point. Nobody's covering these point players as Walkoskis tipped out when it hit the post. Zivkovic bounces it off the wall, but not out. Got to come up that wall with authority. Icing's better than not clearing it at this point. This time the puck does come out. They send it in, and that's going to be offsides. As the penalty to Dahl is over with 7:42 to go, second period, we're going to get a draw in front of the visitor bench. As the teams are going through a wholesale change, we're going to see Sherwood come out here with Makasenko and Mrazek. Zivkovic and Litz are going to stay on the back end, and we're going to get a draw in front of the visitor bench. There is that draw. Stars pick it up there. Mrazek tried to chip at it, couldn't stop it. Stars are going to dump it in past Zivkovic. Litz comes over with it. Litz picks it up, going to take it all the way around the back. She's going to come up the wall. She's going to turn, try to send it ahead for Mrazek too far. They're going to wave it off on a tip. And that puck is now going to go in behind the Stars goalie. Mrazek overskates. Stars up the far wall. Back through center. Litz. Litz sends it up the wall for Makasenko. Makasenko battles on the wall there. She turns, backhands it in behind the net, doesn't get there. Cut off by a Star. They're going to send it up the wall, past Makasenko and out. Kiesel had to wait for the zone to clear, but it didn't. And we're going to be offsides as Stevens comes out here with Yenny and Kinger. And looks like they're going to leave Kiesel and Dahl on the back end. So we're going to come to center ice for this draw as I continue to talk over the music for you. And looks like we're going to have Kinger step in and take this draw. She takes it, draws it back to Dahl. Dahl up the wall. Stars pick it up there. Stevens overskates, and they're going to send it in. And we're going to get an icing. So there's the draw. Comes back to King on the dot. She sends it below the net. Stars pick it up there. King goes in to dig it out. Can't get it through. Stevens couldn't get it to her as she came charging through there. It's a little behind her. It was a good look. It just didn't work. Now we've got the Stars with the puck behind the net. They send it over to a player there as Dahl tried to hold it, couldn't, and here they come up the far wall. Kiesel turns, sends it back. Stars pick it up. They come up the far wall. Dahl pushes that player to the wall. Player still skating with the puck. Dahl picks it up there. They battle along the wall. They chip it up ahead to Yanni. Yanni puts it by a Stars player, and it's going to drift, and it's not going to be an icing as the Stars player gets there. Stevens chases behind the net. Over to the near wall. Stars, near side, send it ahead. It bounces through everybody, and our girls collide on it, and it drifts out. Stars going to regroup. Panetta picks it up. Here comes Panetta. She got Clarity. She danced at the blue line, which is always dangerous. Panetta shoots. Goalie tipped that near corner rather. Clarity throws it in behind. Panetta chipped it along further. Nobody there. Stars pick it up. Chip it by Sherwood. Chip it by Klein. It comes back, and Marshall's going to turn. Marshall turns, picks it up, has Clarity. Instead goes behind the net. This time she throws it up to Clarity. Clarity dances with it, throws it back to center. Couldn't get it through to Panetta. Needed a little height on that one as Marshall stopped it, and Clarity chips it out. Stars have it right here below me. They continue to battle below me. This time it comes in. Here comes Panetta. Panetta drifts over to the far side, shoots. Goalie knocks that down on the far side. Panetta stops and battles. Puck dies on the circle as Klein picks it up. Klein comes in, shoots. Klein, goalie knocks that up high, and it hits the protective netting with 4:59 to go. We're going to get another stoppage in a tie game. There's the draw. Walkoskis takes it, puts it in behind the net. Makasenka pressures. Stars player has it there. Mrazek comes in to dig. 2-2 back there now. Makasenka digs it out. Makasenka sends it in front to Walkoskis. Walkoskis can't get a shot off. Makasenka chips it to the wall. Makasenka backhands it deeper to Mrazek. Mrazek tries to throw it in front. It comes off the side of the net. They still battle behind the net. Into the corner, Walkoskis up the wall. Walkoskis down low to Makasenka. Gets past her. Mrazek's going to go dig it out. Back to Makasenka. Makasenka throws it in front to Walkoskis. Never got a shot off. Puck into the corner. Walkoskis steps in. Makasenka picks it up. Here comes Makasenka. Makasenka shoots. Goalie gloves. And with 4:10 to go, we're still tied as Yenny, Kinger, and Stevens come out here with Litz and Zivkovic on the back end. We'll come here to the near circle. Kinger takes the draw. Yanni steps in on the dot. King comes out of there with it. King with his shot. Izzy King! Izzy King finds the top left side of that net. And just like that, it's 2-1 selects. So they're going to stay as King finds the top left corner of that net. And it's 2-1 selects with 4 minutes to go, second period. Yanni turns. Bouncing puck, no icing as it tips. King flying now after that goal. As the Stars try to come up the near wall, King separates that player from the puck. It's loose. They're still battling. And that puck's loose center ice. Litz turns. Litz still battling with the puck. Sends it ahead for Yanni. Yanni can't control it at the blue line. Stars send it out. Stevens steps over. Stars come back the other way. They chip it by Litz. Zivkovic's going to have to go chase that down. She does behind the net. She sends it around into the Stars bench. And there were a bunch of them out there, but nothing happened. Here comes Stevens. Stevens up the wall. Up the near wall. Stevens is going to gain the red line and dump it in. They're going to call it icing, though, as she hadn't gained the red line. Sherwood takes this draw. Stars gather it back to the point. Shot. Panetta had a stick down and interrupted that one. Dahl behind the net, turns. Puck came dangerously in front. Sherwood sent it behind. Stars right in front. Big save by Eves. They couldn't get the second one, and that rebound goes in, and now we're tied. So there's no music playing right now. Eves made a brilliant save on the first one, saved the rebound, and the third shot went in. And it's now 2-2 with 2:58 to go in this second period. We're going to get a change here. And there's the music, so I'm going to mute it out. So we got Klein on the back end up ahead to Makasenka. They battle here. Makasenka chases down the wall. Comes back out, Marshall. They battle, send it in, but we're going to be offsides. Walkoskis takes the draw. Puck dies on the dot. Mrazek battles for it. Now Walkoskis, here she comes. She's got to jump three Stars players as they get her stick and they steer to the corner. We're actually going to get a penalty here on the Stars. And there it is. We're going to get a penalty for interference on the Stars. Walkoskis, Mrazek, and Makasenka with Klein and Marshall as they still don't stop the music even during the game. Marshall shoots up high, but hits the protected netting. As the music keeps playing during the game, making it even harder. I don't know what this guy with the music's doing over here as we're going to step in, take another draw here, same players. Walkoskis over to Makasenka. Makasenka to the point to Marshall. Marshall across to Klein. Klein dances with it, loses it along the wall, sends it in deeper. Mrazek there. Mrazek sees Walkoskis, can't get it through. Marshall holds. Marshall shoots, blocked by a Star. Marshall tried to slap it, didn't go anywhere. And the Stars pick it up this time, dance around Makasenka. Back to the point past Marshall. And they're going to need to regroup with 54 seconds to go. Eves is going to let that one go as Klein picks it up. Klein sends it. No, she doesn't. She holds it. Klein skating with it. Still skating with it. Klein up the far wall, backhands it, drops it low. You got Stevens out here now with Yenny and Kinger as it goes over into the corner. Klein still trying to dig it out. Stars pick it up. Stevens gets a stick on it. King holds it. King turns. King tries to throw it in, and the Stars are going to knock that one out past stripes. Litz regroups. Litz over to King. King dances around one player. King gets a shot off. Goalie gloves it. It was an odd rebound, and it fell down, and the goalie covered that up with 1:15 to go. We're going to go into this near corner here. And the music guy's not playing any music for once, so I'll stay with you during this break. As Kinger's going to step in and take this face-off with Stevens and Yenny. Kinger sends it over towards Yenny. The Stars corral it. In behind the net. They dance past Yenny. Puck loose. They're still battling by that. Now Stevens. Stevens out to Marshall. Or I'm sorry, Zivkovic. Zivkovic shot into the near corner. Goes all the way around. Puck was loose in front. Yenny tried to tip it, couldn't. And now Litz has to regroup. Litz picks it up here. Litz sends it ahead for Stevens. Stevens chops it into the zone where the Stars are going to pick it up and go in behind the net. Player's going to come near the front of the zone. Stevens stops that player. Just got to stop sticking that stick in there. That's the second time that stick's come out of her hand. And now we've got the Stars coming in, and we got a save by goaltender Eves with 34.3 to go on the clock. As Stevens sticks laying on the ice, Sherwood's going to go retrieve it. take it back to her. We're going to come to the near circle for this draw. Sherwood takes the draw. Stars pick it up. Eves with a save on a shot from the top of the circle. They continue to battle low in the corner. King and a Stars player. Now Sherwood comes in to help. It's 2-2. Stars behind the net. Dahl steps in and turns that player. Dahl falls down. They battle in the corner again. 15 seconds to go. They continue to battle in the corner. 2-2. Stars come out of there with it. Shot across the goal mouth to the far wall. Claherty. Claherty's going to dump it ahead to Panetta. Not a lot of time. 3 seconds to go. Panetta loses the puck along the wall, and that's going to do it for the period. We'll be back for number 3. All right, we're back for 3. Face-off goes ahead. Oh, there's Claherty stealing it, but they're going to be offsides. 13:54, and we'll come back to this near dot as we'll mute out the music again. Sherwood takes this draw, pushes it into the zone. Panetta chases. They send it across, backhanded out. Kiesel chips it back in where the Stars collapse on it, and Claherty can't get a stick on it as they chip it up ahead. No icing on the tip. Kiesel will chase this one down. Kiesel behind the net. Sends it ahead to Panetta. Panetta can't control it. It's in her feet now. As she backhands it, now they're going to battle on the wall. Panetta and 2 Stars. They pick it up Sherwood. Sherwood chips it back off the wall. Can't get it out in front of the selects bench. They send it in deep. Kiesel chips it around Stars. Big battle in the corner there. Sherwood, Kiesel, and a couple of Stars. A little physical. Nothing rising to the level of a penalty, though, in Stripes' mind. They continue to battle. Stars back to the point. Shot from there. Knocked down by Sherwood. Didn't look like it had the angle to hit the net anyway. Puck over to the far side. Panetta chips it. Here comes Claherty. Claherty has a little bit of room, but there's 2 Stars back. She gets around one who is going to the bench. Kicks at the puck. Loses it. Backhands. Never gets a shot on the net. And now she's going to go for a change. As Walkoskis comes out here, I see Makasenka joining the play, and we're trying to get a change as Klein knocks it in deeper. So we got Walkoskis, Mrazek, and Makasenka out here now. Mrazek at the point covering Klein. She chips it in deeper. Walkoskis behind the net. They battle. Mrazek throws it in front. It goes off the side of the net. Still loose in front. Makasenka came up high. She couldn't get a stick on it. Makasenka back to Marshall. Marshall throws it in deep. Mrazek behind the net. Mrazek tries to throw it in front. Can't get it through. Makasenka battling behind Stripes. Makasenka falls down. Mrazek joins in. Mrazek and Makasenka are battling the player 3 times themselves. They still battle. Puck to the point, Klein. Klein dances. Can't get a shot off. Now does. Goalie throws that into the near corner. 12:02, tie game. Stars in behind. Makasenka still battling. Now Walkoskis joins. Makasenka comes out of there with it. She throws it in front of the net. There's nobody there. And here come the Stars up the far wall. Marshall skating. Pushes that player to the wall, causes her to dump it as it goes in behind the net now. Marshall still skating with it. Marshall ahead to Mrazek. Mrazek stopped it. And Marshall regains it, dumps it over here to the near wall where Yenny's going to pick it up. Yenny overskates, picks it back up, throws it on net, misses near side where it's going to go across for Stevens. Stevens steps into it, skates. They battle there. They still battle there. Stevens lost her stick again. It's like the third time this game. Puck shot from the point by Klein, covered by the Stars goalie, and we'll get a stoppage in play. And we should come here to this near circle with 11:17 to go. We'll get a face-off in the near circle. So here we go all the way around. Oh, and I'm behind on the clock now. I'll fix it. And we're going to go down into the far corner. I'm 5 or 6 seconds behind. Now we're centering for Litz. Up the wall. Zivkovic battling. Puck loose. Stevens can't get there. And the Stars are going to gain the blue line and dump. They're going to come all the way around. Here they come up the near wall. They dump it in. It goes behind the net. Panetta's there. Panetta pokes at it. Stevens is going to go dig it. Stevens tried to center, couldn't get it there. She chases. She comes, centers for King. King gets a shot off, blocked by Star. Tipped up into the goalie. And with 10:20 to go, we're going to get another stoppage here. As that shot by King was tipped and went up into the goalie's chest area, and she covered it up. So we get the draw in the far corner. Puck comes around to the near corner. Dahl's going to battle. Comes out. Claherty backhands it. Puck falls down there. Sherwood battles along the wall. She falls down. Stars send it back. Dahl. Dahl turning. Looking for a pass. Tried to put it at the Claherty. Couldn't get it there. Claherty and Sherwood both overskated. And that'll tip the momentum back the other way. As Claherty hustles back. They close down on that player. Eves directs it into the near corner. Now we got a Stars player sending it behind the net where Kiesel's going to have to go chase it down. Kiesel chips it ahead, can't get it by that player. Kiesel battling, still battling. Sherwood comes out of there with it, sends it around. It's going to be too far for Dahl. Claherty's going to have to get there. She does. That one came out, and we're going to get a whistle on the offsides with 9:34 to go in a 2-2 game. There are 20 of you out there early on a Friday, and I'm grateful. It's the reason I do it for you. So we're going to bring out Walkoskis, Mrazek, Makasenko with Marshall and Klein on the back end. So we're going to get a face-off right here in front of me to the right as Walkoskis. Stars come in with it. Marshall's trying to push that player behind the net. Does. Separates her from the puck momentarily. Stars up the wall to the point. Nobody covering that point. We get a shot from there. It misses to the far side. Stars are going to get there first. Makasenko battling. Stars come out of there with it. They throw it across to a streaking player. Shot from there high, and Eves never saw it. I found the top of the net on a high shot, and that's 3-2 Stars. All right, Eves never saw that one, and here come the Stars up the far wall. Shot from high up in the zone, and I just don't think Eves ever saw it. She never reacted. Centering pass cut off by King. King sends it ahead, and it's going to go through everybody, and that's going to be an icing. Draw in the far corner. Litz hard around. They chop it in because they got there first. It goes all the way in on Eves. She's going to cover it up. Draw there. Clawhardy backhands. Can't get it to the wall. This time she does. Chops at it. It's loose in front. Stars pick it up. Send it in on Eves, who covers it up again. Another draw in that corner. Klein picks it up now. Klein takes it around. She loses it. Litz picks it up. Litz skating through the zone. Litz to the near wall. Litz stops, turns, surveys, tries to throw it in front, can't. Still working on it. Litz pulled down. Klein. Klein back to the point. Clawhardy. Clawhardy held momentarily. Clawhardy picks it up. Here comes Clawhardy dancing through the center. Shot, knocked down in front of the goalie and saved. And with 8:07 to go, we're going to get a draw in our offensive zone. Go to the far side, Walkoskis with the draw. Sends it in behind the net, Stars. Stars send it around to the near corner, where they're going to send it ahead, and here they come. Walkoskis raising a stick. They both fall down. Let's see what they call there. They're calling it on the Stars. And their coach is livid. We'll see what happens here. I've got to be careful with the music, but their coach is having a conversation with Stripes. He is not happy. Looks like the call is going to be on the Stars. We're going to let Stripes sort this out, and I'll be back and let you know what they put on the board. Oh, wait, I see Walkoskis going too. Looks like they're taking them both. So it looks like the coach successfully talked him into taking both of them, because there's now Walkoskis and a Stars player in the box. We'll change it back in here and get Dahl and Zivkovic out here with Sherwood, Makasenka, Mrazek up front. Sherwood pushes the faceoff forward. Stars pick it up, chop it in deep. In behind the net now with 7:48 to go. Zivkovic up the wall. Too far for Makasenka. Stars hold the point, hit Stripes. Stripes in the way. Puck in behind the net, now Marshall. Marshall picks it up there, turns in front of our own net, always dangerous, but she gets it out, and here she comes with Mrazek and Makasenka. She turns over to the far wall. She loses the puck, regains, still battling there as the Stars took it from her. Now they're in the corner. It's going to come up the wall. Marshall's regained her point spot, and they chip it by her, and King's going to go chase this down. So we got King out here now. King drops it, Marshall. Marshall across to Zivkovic. Zivkovic ahead to Mrazek. Mrazek loses it there, and they chip it ahead, and they're going to battle it now. Zivkovic weakly ahead to Mrazek. Mrazek backhands it into the zone where the Stars are going to pick it up. They're going to regroup, turn, go the other way across. Yenny cut that off. Yenny with a shot. Stick saved by the goalie into the near corner. And we get Stevens, Yenny, and Kinger out here. Now Stevens on the ice gains it just onto the ice. She gets separated from the puck along the wall. Stevens having a tough game. Lost the stick again. Stevens still having a tough game. She's struggling to get up here. She's wincing. She's going off again as Zivkovic chips it ahead. Now it goes into the corner. Stevens sitting on the bench. Yenny fires it in on the net. You got King knocked down behind the net. Couple of Stars players. Stars pick it up there. They send it up the near wall. Stevens still sitting on the bench. They chip it down the wall here. 6 minutes to go. No icing in behind Yenny. Yenny backhands for Litz. Litz gets by one player. Here she comes. Up the near side. Jordy Litz gains the line, shoots, misses near side. She goes back to her point. Claherty's going to go battle. Claherty out there now with Panetta and Klein. Klein going to go battle in the corner. And chip it in lower. Klein still battling. Stars come out of there with it. Claherty battling in front of the net. Dull holds, sends it in deeper. Claherty sends it back ahead. Through the goal mouth. Goalie never touched it. Let it go to the near corner. 5:21 to go. 3-2 Stars. Litz. Deflected by a Stars player. Puck loose in front. Stars player picks out a Panetta over skates. Stars on the wall. They throw it through the top of the zone. Out to neutral ice where it's going to come back to the near wall. And Litz is going to have to chase this down. Litz banks it off the wall behind the net. Too far for Dahl. Panetta tried to put it ahead for Klein. Too far. And the Stars pick it up. Claherty. Claherty dances around one. Can't dance around the other two as Claherty gets pulled down, and we're going to get a penalty on the Stars. We're going to get a tripping call on the Stars here as they separated Claherty from the puck and pulled her down. So we're going to go for a power play here. Looks like we're going to go with Walkoskis, Mrazek, and Makasenka. And Marshall and Klein on the back end. Maybe no. Marshall and Kiesel on the back end now. So we're going to bring out a power play unit here. 1:30, 4:53 to go in the game. Mercifully, there's no music, so I can keep talking to you. It's actually going to be Marshall and Klein on the back end. Walkoskis will step in on this draw. The scorekeeper's by himself, so when he has to write down a penalty, he can't play music. Into the corner. Klein can't hold it. Comes all the way back. Walkoskis. Walkoskis ahead for Marshall. Chips it in. Mrazek needs to go dig it out. Stars get there first. Mrazek goes, digs it. Marshall on the point. Cheats in. Marshall throws it towards the net. Misses the goal. Near side. Makasenka. Makasenka backhands to Klein. Klein fanned on it. Chopped it in deeper where Walkoskis can't get a stick on it. Now Mrazek turns. Throws it. Stars behind the net. Makasenka battling. Stars player pushed it with her hand, which I didn't know you could do in the defensive zone. But nonetheless, here comes the puck. They tip it, and Marshall's going to go chase this down. Marshall ahead to Walkoskis. Walkoskis dumps. 34 seconds in the power play. Stars going to pick it up there. Yenny working behind the net. Yenny battling. Stevens joins the battle. Stevens comes out of there with it. Stevens out to Dahl. Dahl across to Kiesel. Kiesel shoots. Puck loose there. Yenny. Yenny throws it around. It's going to come all the way around to Dahl. 15 seconds in the penalty. Down low to Stevens. 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 Up top to King. King open. Puck loose. Puck still loose. Puck still loose. They fall down in front of the net in a pile. Kiesel over to the far wall. Stevens is open. Kiesel doesn't see her. Goalie lost her paddle. It's on the ice. Back to the point now. Goalie's going to get her paddle. Dahl ahead to Stevens. Stevens down the near wall. Stevens backhands for King. King there. Stevens picks it up. Turns. Over to Dahl. 3:05 to go. Dahl in the corner. Dahl centers. Nobody there. Stars are happy to dump it for an icing to take the heat out of a kitchen that became hot. We'll mute it out and come back. .254, puck in behind the net. Stars around the far wall, near wall rather. Zivkovic, try to chip it in, couldn't. Litz is going to have to go chase this one down. Litz picks it up, ahead to Panetta. Panetta, lots of snow on the ice, into Sherwood. Sherwood with some room. Sherwood, down the near wall, loses it into the corner. Battles, Stars are going to chip it. Panetta comes in, they chip it by her. Zivkovic has to retreat. Zivkovic stops, player skates by her. Claherty stops the player, and Litz is going to pick that up top of the defensive zone. Litz turns, throws it ahead, too far for Claherty. Stars reverse direction, Litz. Litz comes around that player. Litz has some space. Here she comes down the near wall. Claherty holds her. Claherty at the point. Claherty comes in, tries to get a shot off, can't. Litz in the corner. Now Zivkovic high on this point. They send it around to the far wall. Claherty covering high. Claherty retreats, stops the puck. She's going to chase it down there. She's going to turn and come up the wall. Claherty out here with Stevens. Claherty loses the puck, gets tackled, no call. Stevens down the near wall. Stevens skating in with it. Stevens gets pulled down. We're going to get a penalty now. So we're going to get a penalty on the Stars here as they send it back the other way. And as the Stars touch it up with a minute 31, a minute 30, that's going to be power play. Walkoska steps in for the draw. Over to Yenny. Yenny centers. King didn't get a stick on it. Klein cheats in. Klein out to Marshall. Marshall shoots. Never got through. They're battling in front of the net. Now they go behind the net. Stevens joins in. King can't get it through. Puck loose. Covered by the Stars goalie. And we'll get another face-off with a minute 10 to go. A minute 9 in the power play. So we're on the power play for the rest of the game. Trade out Panetta for King. So Panetta out here with Walkoskis and Stevens. Panetta, they put it out to Marshall at the point. Marshall skates in, Marshall shoots. It's blocked, and here come the Stars. Walkoskis hurries, gets back and cuts that off. Walkoskis with a burst. Up the near wall has Panetta trailing. Walkoskis shoots, misses high. Puck loose. Walkoskis over to Panetta. Panetta centers for King. King shoots. In behind the net. Klein puts it in front. Puck loose in front. Stevens can't get there. They battle behind the net. Stevens turns. Stevens sends it around as a player falls on her legs. Stevens down behind the net again. Klein shoots. Far corner. Walkoskis shoots. It's up high. Puck loose. Panetta shoots, nothing. Net empty. We're playing 6-on-4 hockey right now. It goes all the way back down. And that will be an icing. 18.5 on the arena clock. 3-2. And we're going to come back down here and still play 6-on-4 hockey. Stevens, Panetta, King, Klein, Walkoskis, and Marshall. 6-on-4 with 18.5 to go. 17 in the penalty. Walkoskis steps in and takes the drop. Back to the point to Klein. Klein loses the puck. They're going to battle along the wall. Stars have it. 11 to go. She's just going to tie it up. Coach yelled, tie it up. That's what they're going to do, and that's going to burn out this game as Stevens back to the point to Klein. Klein across to Marshall. Marshall shoots. Knocked down by the goalie, and that's going to do it. Your selects are going to lose 3-2. I'm going to go on mute, and we will be back for the next game this afternoon.